Poland Daily Business Edition, and our guest tonight is CEO of Bank Pocztowy, Mr. Robert Kuraszkiewicz. Sir, welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Polish economy is developing fast, unlike other countries in Europe. Why is that, in your opinion?
Because, why is that? We are the country which is developing all years since 1993, I believe. So this is a very interesting example that it's possible to attain the good level of development, and specifically that this is possible and attainable for such a long time. That's one point. I think that this is a mix of reasons. Mostly, I believe, all the time that in relation to economic development, the most important thing is human resources. So I think that we have very good human resources in Poland. I mean that people want to develop, want to make a progress in their standard of living and development of their businesses. So this is the most important thing, I believe. This kind of innovative human resources, I believe that this is our real competitive advantage in relation to other European countries, because our development is not based on very huge international investment, for example, but it's based on large numbers of small businesses and that people want to work on their own.
And you know what you are talking about, because your bank has thousands of posts all over the country.
Definitely, we have talking specifically, we have 4,500 post outlets of our banks through the post offices in Poland.
Right, and each of the post office worker has to be trained by you and your team in order to
be able to
process the banking services that are accessible at the post office.
Yeah, definitely, and
that's a challenge.
That's a challenge, and on the one hand, and on the other hand, this is our competitive advantage, and we are a unique bank which can service people through such a network. So that's we see it as a challenge also, but also as a competitive advantage, and we base our strategy on it.
Normally we think about post as something old-fashioned, with moving parcels, letters, and so on. Yet your company is in the spearhead of this digital revolution and e-commerce delivery.
And it's very interesting with the post, because the post has a long history. This is the institution which works in Poland for 460 years. It was this anniversary this year, but it shows you that. Every time requires a new attitude, new services. And right now, maybe this progress is very fast, and this is the only unique situation. Then, thanks to technology, this progress is very fast. And post office is looking for new sources of revenues, because this, let's say, letter service is going down and down every year, and but because the post office is present in every corner of the country, it's looking also for the new sources of revenues and servicing the old customers to the new ways, and this kind of banking services is this example.
We observe this trend for years, that people are ordering more and more things online and buying the stuff from the smallest to the biggest things. And this is a huge opportunity for a company like yours.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that we are going this way. So this number of parcels, the volume of e-commerce will increase every year for the next 10 years, 20 years, and so on. And it's not only the way of doing business, but it's changing social life. So it's deeper than the new service only.
In which way it is changing the social
That
life?
the people are more and more buying through internet. So they don't go to the shop, but simply sitting on their chair and opening the laptop, or not on the laptop but on the mobile phone. Now everything will be possible to do through the mobile phone in the near future. So we want to be part of this process, not only to be ready for this, but part of this process. And we offer our customers, for example, this mobile platform of Envelo Bank, and through this platform, the customer can use the banking services, but also order parcels, observing the parcel and so on.
So on one hand, you have the huge network of physical assets. On another, you have a modern platform developed according to the standards of the industry, the current one. And then you have these millions and thousands of entrepreneurs who want to deal with you. It's better to deal case by case with guys who are selling their things online, or is better to sign some long-term contract?
But first of all, in the description of the situation, you are very right. So that's the good point. Answering to your questions, it depends, because the modern, you have to be able to be with the customer, not only organizing kind of the regular service for him, but be with the customer. So be more flexible, and not giving the customer something, but organizing together with him.
Okay. We are approaching to another issue, the social responsibility of the company. This is something that is known among those big international companies. It also goes down deeper to the Polish companies. Yours bank is also involved in a charity.
Yes, you're right. And we, in last weeks, we started the cooperation with Caritas Polska, which is by far the biggest, charity organization in our country. And this is also the example of combining the old, habits of helping other people with the technology. So we started the new co-branded card with Caritas Polska and MasterCard. And customer who is the customer of our bank, is using this card, can give the donation to charity through daily living. Let's
seamless
say.
Delivery of the hearts.
It's a very small part of price which customer is paying in the shops goes toward the charity, toward the Caritas Polska, and we are proud of it. That Caritas Polska is, has chosen us to cooperate with us, and we are observing this, and we are very convinced that this is the very successful idea, servicing people with banking services, and that with daily habits, the people can donate very small part of their money toward the charity. And
those money grow to the big number, hopefully. Robert Kuraszkiewicz, CEO of Bank Pocztowy, was our guest, sir. Thank you for this.
Thank you very much.
Participating in this show. And that was it for tonight's Poland Daily Business.